Good afternoon. My name is Regina Pisa. I am the chair of Simmons Board of Trustees. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Simmons' 120th commencement ceremony into the MGM Music Hall at Fenway. Today, we congratulate and honor all who are graduating, as well as your families, friends, and faculty whose work, support, and love made this day possible. It's been an extraordinary journey for all of us, but perhaps most of all for you. Your perseverance, determination, and leadership have been truly remarkable. Few moments in life demand as much strength, focus, and care as you have shown. The way you've led yourselves, supported one another, and upheld the values of Simmons has brought us to this meaningful day. Your strength and commitment have made a lasting impact, and for that we are deeply grateful. As President Wooten has taught us, it is everyday leadership that powers successful people and institutions. Now I would like to recognize the friends and families of our graduates, the parents and siblings, the grandparents, spouses, and partners who have sacrificed so much to make today possible, this graduation above all others. Would the graduates please rise and turn to lead us in applause for your family and friends. I'd also like you to turn back this way and applaud the faculty sitting here behind me. As well as the staff gathered throughout the MGM Music Hall to support this day. Join me and my fellow trustees in thanking them for their sacrifices, flexibility, and creativity in making a great Simmons education and the best possible Simmons experience for each of you. Thank you, Simmons faculty, administration, and staff. Today's commencement celebrates both tradition and transformation. The caps, gowns, and hoods we wear date back to the Middle Ages. Once used for warmth, now symbols of academic achievement and institutional pride. Latin, once the language of learning, remains part of our ceremony. Graduates receiving honors such as cum laude with honors are recognized in your program for their outstanding work. Student speeches, a nod to the centuries-old tradition of academic oratory, remind us that this moment is about both reflection and looking forward. As we honor these traditions, we also celebrate the unique journey of each graduate, with pride in the past and excitement for what lies ahead. We, the trustees of Simmons University, are proud of your accomplishments. We are confident you will carry the name of Simmons into your professions and communities with distinction, dignity, and pride. Congratulations. Oh, you can sit. I'm sorry. I was told you're really good, obedient students. You've really learned well. I'm so sorry to keep you standing. Now, the good students that you are, please welcome Lynn Perry Wooten, the 9th president of Simmons University. Yay.
Good afternoon, class of 2025. Good afternoon. My name is Lynn Perry Wooten, and I am the 9th president of Simmons University. I join board chair Regina Pisa and welcome you to Simmons' 120th commencement. I want to thank our commencement planning team and all of our staff and faculty who make this day possible. This academic year, Simmons is proud to award more than 500 baccalaureate degrees and 1,500 graduate degrees. At this ceremony, I have the great privilege of confirming your degrees on behalf of the trustees and our dedicated faculty. To our doctoral degree, master's degrees, and certificate candidates graduation, congratulations. Today is a moment for you, your families, and everyone who supported you on this journey to celebrate. And I am honored to share this day with you. Our graduating students have shown remarkable resilience throughout their academic journeys. You have shown passion for scholarship. You have honed critical skills and formed new connections. We are proud of the commitment you have brought to your graduate studies and your drive to make a difference for yourself, for our communities, and for our world. You have been adaptable, persistent, and passionate, and today you have triumphed. Simmons was founded for equality with the historic vision of using education to advance social and economic equity. For more than 125 years, this institution has created space for students to learn, to grow, and to thrive. Each of you play a role in carrying this important vision forward. You also graduate at a time when thoughtful and courageous everyday leaders are needed, now more than ever. I'm reminded of the words of the late award-winning science fiction author, Octavia E. Butler, who discusses the potential for impact that lies within each of us, particularly during times of uncertainty. Octavia Butler reminds us, all that you touch, you change. All that you change, changes you. This is the only lasting truth, is change. You are the next generation of everyday leaders. I am confident that your determination and courage to pursue a path of purpose and meaning, combined with your Simmons degree, will serve you well as you advance in your careers. And I'm looking forward to all that you will do and accomplish and change. On this day of celebration, we're also mindful of the members of the Simmons communities we have lost. Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember these important individuals who continue to live in our hearts and whose legacies continue to shape us. Thank you. To our graduates, I hope you will always carry the magic of Simmons with you. Today, please celebrate reaching this tremendous milestone. Soak up every moment, and tomorrow, step confidentially into what comes next. Congratulations. And now I'd like to invite our esteemed faculty member and Masters of Social Work Program Director, Dr. Gary Bailey, to deliver today's invocation.
Today, we give thanks and offer our prayers. Spirit of life, Creator, source of boundless compassion, we thank you for this day, for the wisdom to recognize our gifts, and for the blessings that await. Let us take a moment to center ourselves in this special time of celebration and remembrance. Let us honor the memories of those no longer physically present, whose legacies live on within us, ancestors upon whose shoulders we stand. On this important day, we call upon the wisdom of the ages and the spirit of enlightenment to guide us. We know that life is not a path traveled alone, but one that is enriched through communion with others. As we gather at this threshold between what has been and what lies ahead, let us pause to honor the journey we've walked and the world we dream of building together. I wish for all of you a world envisioned by the poet Rabindranath Tagore, who wrote, "Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into tiny fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, we hope that you awake. Let these soon-to-be Simmons graduates become the bridge between the world as it is and the world as it can and should be. May you move forward with bold vision, fierce love, and unwavering hope. May you be the ones who help bring the and then into the now. 125 years ago, Simmons was founded for equality and built for the challenges of today. Our hope is that you help create the world anew, as imagined by artist and poet Judy Chicago, who in her 1979 poem, The Merger, wrote, "And in all that has divided us will merge, and in compassion will be wedded to power, and then softness will come to a world that is harsh and unkind, and in both men and women will be gentle, and in both women and men will be strong, and then no person will be the subject to another's will, and then all will be rich and free and varied, and then the greed of some will give way to the needs of many, and then all will share equally in the earth's abundance, and then all will care for the sick and the weak and the old, and then all will nourish the young, and then all will cherish life's creatures, and then all will live in harmony with each other and the earth, and then everywhere will be called Eden once again. Remember this, soon-to-be graduates, when you are challenged by the uncertainty of the world around us. Remember that blessed are you who remain open in spirit, who embrace humility and curiosity, for you will continue to grow, to learn, and to lead lives of depth and meaning. Blessed are you who have known sorrow and still choose to love, for your compassion holds the power to heal what is broken. Blessed are the gentle, for you teach us that strength need not shout to be heard. Blessed are you who hunger and thirst for justice, for you remind us that fairness is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Blessed are you who are merciful, for you offer grace in a world that too often demands perfection. Blessed are you who will be the peacemakers, for you are the architects of unity in times of division. And blessed are you who have and will continue to stand firm in the face of adversity, who risk comfort for conscience, for you light the way forward. All these things and more we wish for you. Ashe and Amen.
Good afternoon. My name is Leanne Doherty, and I serve as Vice Provost of Simmons University. Each year, members of the graduating class respond to a call of submissions to be the student commencement speaker. A committee of faculty and staff selected the student speaker. I was not surprised to learn that our students are passionate and articulate about their Simmons experience, and their futures. Of those submissions, the committee selected Isha S. Boyd to deliver this afternoon's student address. Isha, please come up to the podium and join me. It is a true honor to introduce Isha Boyd, a graduating Master of Social Work student in Simmons' Advanced Standing Program, proudly completing her degree with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Come on up. A dedicated mother of 2 teenage daughters and a passionate advocate for justice, Isha brings deeply lived experience and professional insight to her work. She is a Newman Civic Fellow, a former student government leader, and the 2022 African American Alumna of the Year at Bristol Community College. Isha's advocacy, It's amazing. Isha's advocacy has reached across billboards, television, and state house panels, championing free community college and equity and access. Currently serving as a program clinician for the youth in DCF Care, Isha has also worked with PACE and the YMCA to build community connections and deliver critical support services. With plans to open her own facilities for justice-involved youth and attend law school, Isha's journey reflects resilience, service, and an unshakable commitment to systemic change. Please join me in welcoming your student speaker, Isha Boyd. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the graduating class, I first want to extend my deepest gratitude to the faculty, the advisors, the administrators, the professors, and then our family and friends for all of their encouragement along this process. So let's give them a round of applause. And to my fellow graduates, we made it. All the sleepless nights, all the confusing syllabi, the last minute due date changes, the construction, we did it, okay? And now we're about to go out into the world, but before we do, let's take a moment to look back at where we came from. In 1899, a Boston businessman named John Simmons had a revolutionary idea that women should be educated, independent, and empowered. And it was on that premise that this institution was built, on equity and justice. In 1914, Lydia Brown was the first Black American woman to graduate from Simmons University. Simmons never wavered in its commitment to equity and justice. In 1956, when anti-Semitism stained the policies of many American universities, Simmons never wavered. They refused to enact quotas on Jewish students when other universities looked away. And in 2014, Simmons became only the third women's center university to accept transgender women, deepening equity and inclusion. And finally, in 2018, Simmons evolved again, opening its doors to everyone, really falling into equity and inclusion and making sure that everyone got a wonderful education. We are welcoming everyone at this point. Look around this room. We are diverse in every sense of the word: race, culture, identity, experiences. But what binds us together is this: we chose to heal, to serve, to lead, and to advocate, okay? We are not just receiving degrees today. We are taking professions on that put us face to face with the most vulnerable people in this society, people suffering with substance misuse, mental illness, trauma, abuse, and neglect. I myself grew up in a city called Racine, in between Milwaukee and Chicago, low-income area, high-crime area. No parents, with a grandmother, trying to get through and make sure I had everything that I needed. And due to a lack of mental health services availability, I found myself in the school-to-prison pipeline. It was sent to state prison at the age of 17, okay? I am proud to say that I received a pardon halfway through my undergrad. From Governor Evers of Wisconsin, and I am very grateful for that, because without that pardon, my degree would just be a symbol of the determination overshadowed by a decision that I made 30 years ago, okay? So as I embark on my career, I am telling you I am dedicated to advocate for meaningful prison reform and also a pathway to pardons. Massachusetts, in the last 30 years, has only pardoned 57 people. So this highlights the difficulties that people face even after they leave the criminal justice system. I know all too well what a second chance can do, and I want to make sure that other people get the same opportunity. We all come from stories of struggle, hardships, but also resilience. Some of us, like myself, were first-year college students, navigating the system with no map. Some of us are dreams of our parents across borders, oceans, and hardships. And some of us are just continuing a family legacy, But whatever brought you here, we were given a privilege. And at this time, when education is under attack, it is important that we understand the responsibility, the privilege, and the gift that we have. It is inaccessible for many people. So we must go forth and do what is right and do what is just all the time. Whatever brought you here, okay, we must remain committed to equity. We must practice with cultural humility, and we must lead with compassion. As we go out into the world, we have to make sure it's not just to make a living, but to make a difference. So, on this spring 2025 class, I want to say congratulations. Let's go forth and be great. Let's not just make a living, let's make a difference.
Thank you, Isha, for those powerful words, which give us so much hope and inspiration to make a difference. Like you, I'm honored to be standing among a group of people who are dedicated to making a world a better place for each and every one of us. Your speech embodies so much of the spirit of Simmons and offers a powerful reminder that all of our graduating students and what they had to overcome. We will now proceed with the conferring of the honorary degree. Earlier today, at the morning ceremony, we granted the Honorary Doctor of Public Service to Massachusetts State Senator Harriet L. Chandler, a pioneering political leader who has fiercely championed women's rights and reproductive justice, and equity in healthcare and housing access through her groundbreaking career in politics. Your online program has additional information about this honoree. Simmons is proud this afternoon to honor a dedicated healthcare leader whose transformational tenure as the first female CEO of Boston Children's Hospital strengthened pediatric medicine, research, and community health while demonstrating the lasting impact of her visionary and effective leadership. She will be presented by Provost Stephanie Kaiser of Simmons University.
President Wooten, I present to you for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, Sandra L. Fenwick.
Sandra Fenwick, you represent the highest ideals of leadership and service in pediatric healthcare, having dedicated your career to transforming one of the nation's most prestigious medical institutions. For over 2 decades, you have served as Boston Children's Hospital with distinction, beginning as Senior Vice President for Business Development Strategy in 1999, before advancing to Chief Operating Officer in 2000. In 2013, you shattered a significant glass ceiling by becoming the institution's first female Chief Executive Officer. Under your visionary leadership, Boston Children's Hospital maintained its standing as the #1 pediatric hospital in the nation, as ranked by U.S. News & World Report. Your strategic guidance helped steer this extraordinary institution, home to the world's largest pediatric research enterprise, and the leading recipient of pediatric research funding from the National Institute of Health towards new heights of excellence and innovation. But your impact cannot be measured by accolades alone, though they are numerous. Your ability to lead a team of 20,000 professionals while simultaneously advancing clinical care, biomedical research, and community engagement speaks to your exceptional talents as an administrator and visionary leader. During your tenure, not only did you push the boundaries of pediatric medicine, but you also strengthened the hospital's financial sustainability, ensuring its mission could continue for generations of children to come. Most proudly, a 1972 graduate of Simmons University, you embody this institution's commitment to preparing students for meaningful leadership roles. Your ongoing service on numerous prestigious boards demonstrates your continued dedication to advancing healthcare through innovation and collaboration. In 2021, you received the inaugural Helen G. Drining Visionary Leadership Award from Simmons University Institute for Inclusive Leadership, a fitting recognition of your transformative impact on pediatric healthcare and your embodiment of leadership that creates positive change in the world. Sandra L. Fenwick, in well-earned recognition of your visionary leadership in pediatric healthcare and your lasting impact at Boston Children's Hospital, Simmons University proudly grants you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Oh, wow. Thank you, President Wooten, Board of Trustees, faculty, and of course, all of the graduates and your guests and family. What an honor it is to be here today, to receive an honorary degree and to be the 120th commencement speaker for Simmons University. In 1972, when I graduated from Simmons and sat listening to our commencement speaker, Coretta Scott King. I know, take a deep breath. When she gave her inspiring, courageous speech, did I ever in my wildest dreams think that I would be standing here at this podium and be your commencement speaker? 1972 was a tumultuous time. There were so many threats to the health and well-being of individuals, communities, populations, our whole society. The Vietnam War, the women's movement. There were riots in the cities and riots on campuses, MLK and RFK's assassinations, economic pressures leading to the funding cuts and growing marginalization of people and communities. Today, we face many of those same challenges and threats, and I know you are thinking as professionals how hard it is to be a professional today. But despite the chaos and the turmoil, there were opportunities. As Coretta Scott King left her mark on us to take adversity, tragedy, and uncertainty and make a better world, so too did we take on roles and responsibilities to trailblaze as women, to fight for diverse populations, to improve healthcare, education, and advanced science and technology, and to lead with moral and ethical standards. Simmons gave me so much to take advantage of these opportunities over the next 5 decades. A great education, support of faculty, role models, and the confidence to try, to stretch, to take on risks, and to be resilient. And in my freshman handbook was our class poem that I found at my 50th reunion a couple years ago. I chose, the class poem was by Robert Frost, Two paths diverged in a wood, and I chose the one less traveled by. Words that have stayed with me ever since. Let me briefly touch on how I combine some trailblazing, innovating, advocating, and leading in healthcare, and specifically in children, what I call my journey of significance. My humble beginnings formed who I am and how I work. Love, wisdom, spiritual grounding, family. Belief and education, hard work, and service to others. And building on these three themes have defined my personal and professional journey: to have courage and resilience, to have a vision, and to be a moral leader. So let me touch on each one of those very briefly. Courage and resilience. From my first job at Harvard School of Public Health, thanks to one of my wonderful microbiology professors at Simmons, in Saudi Arabia, to a few years later being promoted as the first woman in senior leadership at Beth Israel Hospital, actually the only woman in Boston in academic medicine to have that position, and only a few in the US. I took on many untraditional roles and jobs and was thrown into the proverbial deep end of the pool with added responsibility, independence, and autonomy. I led the merger of the Beth Israel and Deaconess Health Systems to form Care Group, and then moved to Boston Children's Hospital, again in the most challenging time in the hospital's history. Advancing from Chief Operating Officer to President and the first woman CEO, I drove transformational change and enabled others to profoundly improve the lives of children globally. It was the courage to take risks, recognizing the chance of failure, the resilience to overcome obstacles, and the confidence to try that always pushed me forward. Vision. My family inspired me to never be satisfied with the status quo, to constantly explore new opportunities, new ideas, to always improve. Innovating to be the first, looking around corners to see what was coming, to embrace, to thrive, to lead, not just to respond. Leading change, bringing others along, fostering intellectual curiosity, discovery, continuous improvement toward a bolder, more optimistic future. And boy, do we need that today. Relentless pursuit of a vision to make the impossible possible, as we always like to say, for those we serve and for those who serve, and that's all of you. Moral leadership. And perhaps the most important, I believe the only way to lead is through moral leadership. People expect competence. They look for character, authenticity, honesty, transparency, humility, respect. The work we all do cannot be done without people. We need the best, and we need them to free them to be their best selves and to do their best work, as President Wooten always says. Never forgetting our North Star of making a difference in people's lives. The culture we create, the people we surround ourselves with, the dignity, empathy, respect, inclusivity, fairness, fierce diversity that we embrace and intentionally make happen. These things will inspire the journey, create followers, commitment and attainment of goals for which we are always mission-driven and values-focused. I will leave you with one last thought. Find your passion. While I spent my whole career in healthcare, it was really the last 25 years where my passion was truly ignited. Children, my colleagues will love this, are 25% of our population, but they are 100% of our future. They do not vote, they have no voice, and their needs are unique. We have an opportunity to make a better future for them in our world. Whether you are working in this field, you have your own children, or you just care. So find your passion and your purpose. Be inspired by the people who face adversity and lead to inspire as Coretta Scott King did for me. Do not be afraid to take a path less traveled by, as Robert Frost urged us on. Be motivated by those you serve. Have the courage to try, to stretch, to reach. Take advantage of what Simmons has prepared you for and seize the opportunities to impact lives today and tomorrow. And please do so with moral courage. And as my dad always said, love what you do and do what you love. My heartfelt congratulations to every one of you on this great achievement. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fenwick. And I know your parents are smiling. We will now begin the conferral degrees. The faculty and board of trustees of Simmons University has voted to grant these degrees and are authorized to do so by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. When your degree is announced by the dean, please stand and remain standing until we have conferred your degree. Following the conferral of degrees, graduates will come forward to the stage and the dean will hand you a diploma cover. When you leave the stage, please return to your seat and you'll be directed back to your row by the commencement staff.
Good afternoon. My name is Heather Schlosser, and I am the Dean for the School of Nursing. Congratulations to our graduate nursing students today. Today, you leave Simmons not just with a degree, but with the power to change lives. As nurse leaders, nurse educators, and nurse practitioners, you are ready to inspire change and transform the future of healthcare. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice, Master of Science in Nursing, and certificates please rise? President Wooten, on behalf of the deans and faculty of Simmons University, I have the honor to present to you these candidates for Doctor of Nursing Practice, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Science in Nursing with Health Professions Education Certificate, and Health Professions Educator Certificate. These candidates have completed all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty.
Candidates, I hereby grant you these doctoral degrees, master's degrees, and certificates, and declare that you are entitled to all of the rights, privileges, and dignities pertaining to those degrees and certificates. Will the candidates please come forward to the stage?
Doctor of Nursing Practice, Melissa M. Kubicki. Benjamin Orina Ondieki. Cindy Theodore. Master of Science in Nursing, Bailana Lynn Anderson. Anna Aruda. Emma Madeline Ash. Horeen Aslam. Sheridan Aspinwall. Adelaida Balagiosian. Rachel E. Baxter. Monica Bayakian. Heidi Benson. Robin Elise Blacken. Joami Gonzalez Bloom. Eli Gail Bobrowicz. Emily Margaret Bodeker. Hannah Careway. Stephanie Cochran. Rebecca L. Corduvelis. Amelia Coyle. Grace E. Dennehy. Sarah Monaghan. Giosi Loredana Derleth Vitale. Hannah A. Dowd. Hannah Kristen Echo. Itzel Abigail Cortez Perez. Esther Ejenihu. Elizabeth Lang Elcock. Helena Pressoir Fills. Emily Bridget Eckner. Taylor Hartley Frazier. Monique Elizabeth Framuth. Riley Elizabeth Gallagher. Irma Fazich. Caitlin Gauthier. Carrie Glazer. Anya Mary Glavin. Lindsay Grumbach. Kristen Elizabeth Gilmet. Susan Gail Hazeltine. Sarah Elizabeth Hindenach. Martha Heavey. Atsuko Hirai. Kira Ariana Pitts. Lonely Jean. Marianne Kelly. Emily Keohane. Gabrielle Kusa. Jasmine LaSalle. Yiram Latif. Bonnie Beth Levinson. Sarah A. Lindsay. Brooke Macri. Heather Martin. Blesson Sarah Matthew. Alyssa Nicole McNeil. Drazy Debelise Medina. Josefina Miranda. Annette Niga. Jillian N. O'Sullivan. Erica Owen. Kameko Ray Pack. Anastasia Paramonova. Emily Parsons. Sania Pathan. Susan Deanna Peralta. Jessica Marie Politano. Brian Michael Pritchard. Allison L. Rafferty. Stephanie Ramirez. Shamika Reeves. Amanda Janine Reckby. Avery Richard. Lorraine Rocha. Claudia Liliana Rodriguez. Nicole Roge. Jillian Catherine Riley. Ann Ryther. Lauren Elizabeth Schoen. Ethan R. Sperry. Catherine Corey Sterling. Kelly Sullivan. Molly H. Torella. Jacob M. Timko. Caroline Duggan Torney. Ashley Diane Torres Nodal. Gabrielle Tracy. Caroline Louise Vasquez. Elizabeth Fisk Wells. Christiana Ujialele. Abigail S. Weeman. Brent M. Chesbro. Sarah A. Delerco. Natalie Marie Faxon. Lucy Mangan. Katrina Polcari. Kayla Rigo. Kayla Valente. Christy H. Vose. Master of Science in Nursing with Health Professions Educator Certificate. Katie Lynn Bradley.
Jamie Ann Dreher.
Lindsay Ann Gardner. Eva M. Henderick. Tirza Selena Martinez.
Shannon B. Niles.
Allison Elizabeth Reed. Nikki Lee Richardson. Somia Ritchie. Elisa Romero.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul Geisler, and I'm the Dean of the School of Sciences and Health Professions. It fills me with pride to witness the dedication and bright futures of the remarkable students from the School of Sciences and Health Professions as they embark on the next chapter of their impactful journeys. Their passion and commitment to advancing health and science are truly inspiring, and I'm honored to present these exceptional candidates for the degree conferral. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Science, Master of Public Health, and certificates please rise? President Wooten, on behalf of the deans and faculty of Simmons University, I have the esteemed honor to present to you these candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Behavior Analysis, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Professions Education, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Specialist in Education, Master of Science in Behavior Analysis, Master of Science in Nutrition, going to be here a bit, stand up, Master of Science in Nutrition and Health Promotion, Certificate in Nutrition, Certificate in Sports Nutrition, Certificate of Didactic Program in Dietetics, and Master of Public Health. These candidates have completed all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty.
Candidates, I hereby grant you these doctoral degrees, master degrees, and certificates. I declare that you are entitled to all of the rights, privileges, and dignities pertaining to those degrees and certificates. Will the candidates please come forward to the stage?
Doctor of Philosophy, Behavior Analysis.
Amy Tida Malador.
Lauren Savioli. Doctor of Philosophy, Health Professions Education, Ryan Bresnahan. Jacqueline Atieno Nyamwanda. Rachel Marie Verrill. Doctor of Physical Therapy, Nicholas Dominic Abatangelo. Heather Marie Adams. Charlene Joyce Mara Anglo. Sam Barr. Brittany C. Bui Tran. Stephen Chen. Brianna Rosanna Dorbuck. Shelley Sarit Dubovsky. Delaney Fields. Alisa Gasisha. Zachary F. Jacobs. McKenna Yordal. Lauren Nicole Kenny. Johanna Faith Canardi. Ali Liang. Isabella A. Lafredo. Arup Mehta. Amanda Rose Michael. Elise Margaret Nason. Charles J. O'Connor. Noelle Pelrine. Cheyenne Elizabeth Reed. Brandon Isaiah Santos. Emily Sass. Miki Shibuya. Sydney Grace Shumway. Jillian Ray Stevens. Libby Knapp Taylor. Nina Therese Testa. Emma Winslow Thatcher. Maggie Thibault. Claire Frances Thompson. Isabella Marie Warren. Riley Kathleen Wasick. Annika Marie Welch. Courtney Lynn Whitman. Lauren Elise Whitman. Madison Eileen Williams. Master of Science in Behavior Analysis, Ana Marie Aguilar. Susana Arciniegas. Taylor Virginia Arthod. Tatiana Atkinson. Fatumata Barry. Hannah K. Bishop. Madeline Bonchick. Ashley Boyd. Anglia Dakota Bradford. Bernard Broster. Jacqueline Kathleen Bunker. Patricia Monique Ferraris Cerezo. Lexi Ray Chavez. Mida Kofi. Cassidy Connolly. Dominique Kunos. Amanda Lorin Cuff. Erin Elizabeth DeLong. Catherine Maria Deras. Catherine Knox Draghi. Michaela Rosa Espinola Guzman. Amanda L. Fenton. Elizabeth Foster. Corinne E. Givens. Hannah Hassan. Stacy Lynn Hoke. Emma Howard. Hannah Vari Ince. Linnea Brooke Johnson. Caroline Kelly. Priscilla Beatrice Kioyatera. Sean Connor Madden. Elenaidi Martinez. Jessica L. Medeiros Grady. Courtney Merritt. Madison Metzler. Alexmira Andrade Monteiro. Kayla Renee Morby. Rethika Mukund. Kiernan Diane Pipes. Madeline Rao. Madison Louise Rowland. Michaela Catherine Rumley. Nicolas Antonio Santoyanni. Helena Michelle Sartor. Mary Shee. Kelsey Tardif. Catherine Jane Zum. Danielle Ann Tiutan. Cecilia Jean Toner. Isabella Anturciano. Rachel Woodowis. Ashley Zelaya. Master of Science in Nutrition and Health Promotion, Certificate in Nutrition, and Certificate in Sports Nutrition. Piera M. Lacontro. Bryn McElhenney. Shelby Ugen. Master of Science in Nutrition and Health Promotion, Certificate in Sports Nutrition, and Certificate of Didactic Program in Dietetics. Marie Bazarbashian. Elena Nicole Duchin. Zoe Beth Habershaw. Cynthia Mirville. Samantha Okrasinski. Julie Unn. Rachel Burrows. Eric Calderon. Jennifer Cochran. Priyanka Navalurkar. Catherine Helen O'Brien. Chloe Isabel Rogers. Abby Sippel. Maya Yael Zairi. Master of Science in Nutrition and Health Promotion and Certificate in Sports Nutrition, Sierra Workman. Master of Science in Nutrition and Health Promotion and Certificate of Didactic Program in Dietetics, Aidan Biluresan. Olivia A. Perenick. Master of Science in Nutrition and Health Promotion, Kirsten Dagny Forrester. Certificate in Nutrition, Jalia Kenny. Eliza Margaret Price. Angela V. Smith. Certificate of Didactis Program in Dietetics, Alicia Shayu Tan. Kathleen E. Thrain. Kayen Wong, MS. Master of Public Health, Kristen May Anderson. Malik Brandon Ash. Samantha Bodette. Hiba Hashim. Gail Megan Regis. Shakia Hodge. Andrew Volkers.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Michael Asala, and I am the Dean of the School of Social Work. Folks, we need well-trained, compassionate, and energized social workers now more than ever, don't we? So it is with hearts full of admiration and hope that we send these graduates into the world. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, the Doctor of Social Work, the Master of Social Work, and certificates please rise? With graduates like this, how could we lose? President Wooten, on behalf of the deans and faculty of Simmons University, I have the honor, the distinct honor, to present to you these candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, the Doctor of Social Work, the Master of Social Work, and the Master of Social Work combined with their certificate in clinical practice with active service members, veterans, and families, the certificate in healthcare and social work, the certificate in mental health practice, the certificates in practice with groups and families, the certificate in public policy. We've been busy. The certificate in school social worker and school adjustment counselor, and the certificate in trauma practice. These candidates have completed all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our family, by our faculty and family.
As my father, who was a clinical social worker, would say, let's get this party started. Candidates, I hereby grant you the Doctor of Philosophy, the Doctor of Social Work, the Master of Social Work and certificates. I declare that you are entitled to all the rights, the privileges, and dignities pertaining to those degrees and certificates. Will the social work candidates please come forward to the stage?
Doctor of Philosophy, Social Work, Judith P. Peters. Doctor of Social Work, Nancy Yvette Arocho Mercado. Allison J. Asher. Sharonda Banks. Angelica Maria Barrios. Clover M. Beaudry. Cassandra Elizabeth Bello. Elizabeth A. Blanton. Monique V. Bostick. Heidi Lynn Bowden. Bianca Jasmine Brandon. Sarah Frances Broadhurst. Jillian Marie Berkeley. Brianna Carbone. Yesenia Carrillo. Megan R. Carter. Tiana K. Charles. Regina C. Clark. Darcy E. Cole. Lucianne Eliette Collado. India R. Crawford. Demarest Danielle Kroll Moore. Helodia Dustin. Elizabeth M. Davis. Laura Elizabeth Davis. Tracy Peavy Esmond. Bonnie Gore Garnett. Giovanna Ardell Graves Warney. Courtney J. Chase. Rebecca Christina Gastelum. Michael Sam Glynn. Twani L. Gray. Christine E. Grulon. Stephanie Marie Hannum. Amelia Ruth Hartman. Sabrina Jean-Pierre. Sarah Elizabeth Hyatt. Kaylee Knapp Highland. Taylor Lee Steele Johnson. Jennifer S. Kaba. Ashley Kallel. Kathleen Claire Kaufman. Megan Burke Conley. Kristen Marie Kurjak. Angela Lockhart. Paul A. Lukács. Monique Michelle Mack. Gisela Martinez. Nikita Majeka. Giselle Melendez. Ashley D. Miller. Danielle M. Miller. Wendy Miron. Rachel Elise Monge. Estrellita Yuderka Moronta Valdez Cruz. Peter Izuchukwu Muanagor. Reaver D. Nelson. Lori Ann Orbeck. Sharon Yvette Pedrosa. Walkins Petitfrère. Gina Marie Piombino. Janet Donna Prule. Alicia Monique Ratliff. Jennifer Reed. Kelly Richmond Moore. Marco Antonio Romero. Latesha Elaine Sampson. Chelsea Renee Smith. Jasmine Davion Smith. Regina K. Smith. Jess Spone. Bobby Lee Staley. Arelis Tapia Vargas. Alicia Danae Tones. Tamia Tyler. Vicky Underwood. Christina Rosalba Valila. Lee Karen Ware. Joanne Marie Washington. Linda Marie Wickens. Stephanie R. Weens. Jennifer Stokes Williams. Dr. Vanetta D. Williams, LCSW. Ashley Elizabeth Wolf. Tayesha Wooten. Gia Xiong. Master of Social Work. Michael Abe Abrel. Andrea Akunzo. Shayna Margaret Adams. Robert Arambell. Kendra Atride. Michaela Badeau Fisher. Kapper Loya Bangara. Carla M. Barbosa. Allison Elaine Beard. Amanda Blakey. Alyssa Nicole Bogus. Isha S. Boyd. Amy Chanoa Carella Urbaz. Ashley Carney. Alyssa Cochran Caggiano. Rachel Cohen. Michaela Coutinho Brandao. Rebecca Cowell. Amy Dawn Kropp. McKenna M. Crosby. Naomi Culleton. Madden J. Cunningham. Vanessa Lee Courier. Kendra J. Curtis. Emily Daly. Harley Damarputra. Alyssa Michelle Damiano. Daniel Davis. Cindy Nicole Delgado. Rebecca Falvey Dooley. Anna Therese Dubois. Abigail Durant. Sierra Edwards. Shannon Eagleson. Cassandra Lynn Espinosa. Jessica Elizabeth Espiritu Santo. Bryn Feldman. Bianca C. Fields. Denise Fonseca Petherbridge. Lee K. Ford. Christina Abigail Forrester. Colleen Fortin. Ashley Nicole Gallagher. Sid Garner. Ella E. Gill. Benjamin Goodman. Anastasia Megan Gray. Brian Gutadaro. Richard Guzman. Fiona Lee Herring. Ashley Hoppy Clark. Catherine Dawn Howard. Laura Musonera Isaro. Shauna R. James. Denini Augustin Jean-Louis. Jasmine Jimenez. Sarah Allison Kalinowski. Arda Kamberoglu. Catherine Green Cantor. Livia Kelly. Aaron Shea Kernan. Elizabeth Sarwat Kairala. Rachel King. Stephanie Frances Knock. Emily E. Knowlton. Elizabeth Christine Kobzik. Cooper Wills Kotson. Kara I. Kurtzman. Brittany Kyriakides. Lillian Rose Lagonier. Kelly Casimir Lake. Rebecca Marie Lapierre. Brian Laramie. Stephen Lenane. Haley Jordan Lyons. Megan Maloney. Julia Bess Marshall. Cassidy N. Martin. Taylor R. McDonald. Kimberly Susan McGovern. Callie Brandeis McCain. Sarah J. Melanson Payne. Catherine Mello. Jasmine Ariana Mendez. Evelyn Monhay. Shirley Morales Pais. Roxanne Michelle Nicolette Morgan. Misty Dawn Nieder. Elise Franz Nelson. Catherine M. O'Reilly. Leah Panetta. Carly Catherine Pierce. Catherine D. Pashinsky. Keisha Lynn Pierre. Lacey Prater. Grace Pride. Sophie Lila Purinton. Thomas Rafferty. Alyssa Beth Rathbun. Sarah Payne Record. Shira L. Sarig. Shayna John Scanlon. Clark Harrison Seiler. Blair L. Simas. Bethany Ann Smith. Chelsea Smith. Glyn Smythe. Sina Spinella. Cole Stanley. Courtney Stevens. Christina Lee Suggs. Abigail Sullivan. Renee Denise Patterson. Anita Simone Patterson. Victoria Elizabeth Taylor. Sandra Marie Teixeira. Melissa Anais Tejada. Shanate Tan. Samantha Travis. Basel Tayer Tufaha. Yennefer C. Velasquez. Justine Elizabeth Weir. Caitlin Williams. Rosemary Amelia Williams. Ariana Alexa Yanni. Jennifer R. Zelayandia. Dylan Jew. Master of Social Work with Certificate in Clinical Practice with active service members, veterans, and families. David M. Shanahan. Alma Mia Olsen. Mersha Parrero da Silva. Nicole Rampino. Master of Social Work with Certificate in Mental Health Practice. Tyla Archer. Sarah Baker Siroti. Mariah I. Banks. Deborah Contreras. Catherine D. George. Susan Levasseur. Miriam C. Vera. Mataya J. Yarbo Hoske. Natalie Zermano. Master of Social Work with Certificate in Practice with Groups and Families. Angela Kala Naluzzi. Janae Aaliyah Perkins. Master of Social Work with Certificate in Public Policy. Avi Trenton Samaha. Master of Social Work with Certificate in School Social Worker and School Adjustment Counselor Program. Payson Ahmed. Catherine Elizabeth Arcidiacono. Elise L. Catan. Caitlin Elizabeth Kennedy. Cameron E. Kubera. Andrea Catherine Lab. Allison Rose Slattery. Michaela Thomas. Master of Social Work with Certificate in Trauma Practice. Laila M. Abdul Mateen. Emily Arizu. Sophanie Belizaire. Shauna Bookless. Kylie Renee Broik. Emma Lee Cho. Mateo Del Monte. Cara Therese Dargan. Jasmine Foltz. Eliza Kelly Westbury. Juan S. Garcia Perez. Crystal Andrea Gauthier. Marissa C. Gonanor. Kyle Gregory Greenidge. Juliana Francesca Harris. Catherine Lynn Sue Hickman. Shalene Genty. Grace Lincoln. Heidi B. Liss. Maura Dever McDonald. Crystal Denise Medina. Caitlin Ann Minichiello. Jasmine Montañez. Riley Ann Nee. Melanie Brito Pina. Brianna E. Pevarnik. Sherelle Primus. Pamela Kaiser Anson. Rachel Marie Martinez Ricocolin. Daniel Selsky. Caitlin Stano. Annabelle Tang. Anna Grace Trusty Spires. Danielle Lynn Turnbull. Rebecca Van Spal Hood. Ivy Van.
This brings us to the conclusion of Simmons University's 120th commencement ceremonies. Congratulations to our new alum and to your family and friends. We are joined on stage today by Marie Smith, class of 12 MSW and her certificate. Marie, raise your hand here. President of the African American Alumni Association, and Roxanne Mescal, class of 15 MSW. Raise your hand. Vice President of the School of Social Work's Alumni Association, representing the Simmons University Alumni Associations. We're so happy to welcome all of you as our newest members. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and staff of the university, best wishes. Thank you to all of our guests for being a part of this wonderful celebration. We ask that our friends, family, and guests meet their students outside of MGM Music Hall. The MGM House staff will assist you as you exit the building. We invite you back to the Simmons campus so graduates can pick up their diplomas and common grounds, stop by the bookstore, and take all your pictures. And we also ask, please remain seated until the academic procession has concluded. And congratulations again.